Hey, welcome back. I'm your host, Eric Moldra, and I know it probably will look a little crowded in this area. I'm like right here. That's just because I'm not in my studio. My nose is running, but for now, I'm not in my studio. Alright, actually, I have a new studio, and I can't even talk right now. I have a new studio, and I'm designing and having that make right now. It should be done Tuesday or Wednesday, and have uh, a new episode Wednesday or Thursday, one of those. But since I haven't made a new episode sold for a really long time, I wanted to tell you guys that I did not forget about you. I will never forget about you. And I just wanted to tell you what's new for the Eric Show, because trust me, there is tons of new items and new opinions and new things for that are going to be introduced to the Eric Show. Season 1 is so far amazing. This is season 1. Season 2 is next year. But let's not talk about season 2. Alright? Let's talk about. I'm almost at 100 episodes. Alright? Almost. And that is fantastic. Alright? I'm loving myself. But anyway, here are new things that I am actually created now so it can happen in the future. I am created because my name is Eric and I want to do everything about me, but not always about me, okay? So, what I'm creating is called Eric's Book Club. Eric's Book Club. I pick a book, alright? You go buy it. If you want me to buy it, then send me your address and stuff like that. I will buy it and send it off to you. But I pick a book that I buy or I have. You buy it, the book, alright? And we read it together. We don't read it online, but we read a chapter, and the next show will be about that chapter. All right, and then uh, we read another chapter, and then the next show will be on that chapter. All right, and that will be called Eric's Book Club, because I want my generation to sit to read more. All right, I'm not a huge reader, but I read. All right, and reading bring the brain levels up, bring my generation smarter, and that is what we want. We want smart people in this smart country, because this country is amazing. So I'm making Eric's book club so people can start reading. All right. Another thing, and I'm reading off my list. Another thing I wanna do. I know many hosts of TV shows and YouTube shows and online shows. I know many shows have contests. Well, because I'm in the business, I'm in the talk show business, I have to try to be on top. So, I have my own very contest for you. Alright, I don't know the name of it. I know a couple rules. But the context is not ready. I'm still creating it. It will be ready sometime in August. Alright? I'm the host of the Eric Show, correct? Correct. But why not have a co-host? Alright? Instead of telling you guys my opinion and you guys commented or messaged me your opinion, I would get a co-host and we would do this. Alright, I would say my opinion, they would say his or her opinion, and we have a conversation, alright? Or we have a debate, alright? Or we agree, alright? Just have a co-host and it would be way funner, alright? And I would like to host this, by myself, but let's maybe a couple episodes have a co-host, or maybe forever have a co-host. Alright, but the contest is, will you, this is what I created so far. Would you like to be a co-host? Wanna be a co-host with me? Do you have what it takes to attack, I mean not attack people, walk one. Do it have what it takes to have people walk to you? Do you really want to co-host a talk show on YouTube, one of the internet best site? Well, you have a chance now to make a name for yourself. To make a, like I said, to make a name for yourself, and you might be able to have a show on television. I'm giving you a chance. All you have to do is live in Western Mass, and you know what? That I'm not telling you the whole thing, because the whole thing I will tell you in a couple weeks, alright? Because I'm doing it in a couple weeks. I'm so creating it right now. But that is something. If you want to co-host with me, alright, figure, do what it have to take to co-host with me. So, moving on. Now, do you want, do you even, not do you want, but do you even know some of the 2010's hottest summer clothes is? Well, stay tuned for the 2010 hottest summer clothes fashion show coming soon. Okay, do you know America is probably, well actually, not probably, is the number one do not know what that was, but do you know America is the number one obese country? So, I'm not, I am having an episode all about obesity. Okay? Also, a 3-day show called America Debt Diet. Alright, we are going to talk about debt for 3 days. We're going to talk about how to get out of debt. We're going to talk about how much you're in debt and what you should do to stay out of debt or to not go into debt. Also, we have food. I'm gonna have an episode about food and tell you the best, who I think is the best cook, who I think what my best foods are. I'm gonna have an episode about entertainment, the newest, hottest movies out. Also, I'm gonna have an episode about diverse. I'm gonna have an episode about home and garden television, which pretty much basic down to Design Saw. Who is going to be the next Design Saw? Flip the page over. Alright, then we're gonna talk about BP, them assholes. We're gonna talk about, we're gonna have another episode about cyberbullying. Jobless deadbeat people. Another episode. We are gonna have another episode, having kids young a good idea. Another episode, Harry Potter vs. Twilight. Alright, I made fun of Britney Spears and Kate Glaston. Now it's time to make fun of Kesha, whatever, and time to make fun of Lady Gaga. Oh, also, we're gonna have an episode about Larry King retiring in the fall, Steve Carell leaving the office, abusing pets, Puritans. Also, another episode, difficult coming out to your parents or to your family. Also, I have another hot topic show coming, and I have a contest coming. That is all coming very soon to the Eric Show. So don't forget to watch the upcoming new episode of the Eric Show. I'm your host, Eric Moser, and this is the Eric Show. Goodbye.